Welcome to this video, playing a 15-minute game again against Square Duo from the US. It seems I never played him before. I thought I might knew the name, but it's the statistics function drew a blank, so haven't yet played him. An open Sicilian. Let's see. Yeah, the Najdorf. Yeah, of course, there are many possible lines against the Najdorf. I normally play bishop e2, the classical line, championed by Karpov and developed by Yefim Geller back in the 50s and 60s of the last century. It's the most strategically focused approach against the Najdorf, probably. Bishop e6 early. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think castles is supposed to be the most precise move, as now after f4 he needs to capture. I'm threatening f5 here. Okay. Yeah, it's a positional threat, not a tactical one. The point is that now he has some difficulties in keeping the d5 square under control. I wonder. There are lines like that, but precisely this I don't think is too great. Bishop g5. Yeah, I think I need to fight for d5. I might play knight bd7. I'm not entirely sure about all this. This is really... Yeah, I think this is not so precise what he did, but my knowledge of this opening is of course not excellent. Mostly based on knowing some classical games and not due to intensive study. Yeah, what to do now? Yeah, he has d5 sufficiently covered at the moment, and if I capture on f6, my knight on b3 is the real problem. It is not participating in the moment. It does not really control d5 in any way. And if I take on f6 now, there is a potential problem on the dark squares. Yeah, what other useful moves are there? There's a4, which is always somewhat useful, preventing b5. King h1 is also a move that might be necessary. Yeah. The knight on b3 is really a problem. How to get this back into play? I don't really see at the moment how to do that. Yeah, I have a small chat here with my opponent who says that he watches the videos. So I just wrote back that this will be on the channel. Yeah, a4. Yeah, maybe I'm confusing things, and this is perfectly acceptable for black. There are lines like that with bishop c4. Okay, so I gained a move basically as he plays h6 now, and I really don't mind to take. I mean, I could have taken the move before, but it felt like I should have some other useful moves first. The question is how to activate the knight. Knight c1, d3, b4. This is a very long route, and I must be aware that he can maybe push d5 relatively shortly. Yeah, maybe a4, a5. But he has b5. Yeah, not sure. What I'm thinking about is a5 and then a move like rook a4. Trying to activate the rook in this way. I really would like him to capture on e2. I don't want to capture myself so that his queen is activated. Yeah, maybe do that. I'm really unsure. It's also a question if he can maybe just play d5, and this is possible. Like d5, ed5, rook d8, and he gets it back maybe. Yeah, it's not clear to me at all. He has this bishop on e7, which looks like a bad piece, but this is not really the case. That bishop controls dark squares and covers the important d6 pawn. It's not necessarily bad. Yeah, rook a4 was what I was thinking about. Yeah, let's do that. This might provoke him to take now. d5, I can probably just capture ed5. One idea behind the d5 pawn sack, like is ed5 bishop b4, and now the rook on a4 is controlling that. Yeah, okay, I don't need to screw up the picture here with the pre-move. It always looks a bit strange, this kind of pre-move image. Yeah, this was also possible. Okay, I need to take here. And he gets check. This check in. Yeah, well now bishop b5 maybe. Bishop b5 could be a move. If he does not want to take, I mean taking seems like the normal move. I have an idea. If he takes, queen takes, there might be the possibility to play rook a5 and knight d5. This way, at the end, controlling d5 with the piece. Could be an idea. The real issue is the b3 knight. If this would be on a good square, white would be in good shape, but on b3 it's just not good. I can also not move it easily, as then b2 hangs and he will just take it. I'm not okay. You always need to look at every position independently, but this is very rarely a good idea to take it. As mentioned, the b3 knight is not a good piece, and I get bishop c4 to have great control over the d5 square. a6 is also weak. This is normally a mistake to take the knight, but as mentioned, every position needs to be checked for its concrete features. Maybe there is something concrete here that helps black. I don't see it at the moment. If he plays a rook b8, for example, to attack the pawn, I just play bishop c4. Need to go there anyway, and he also does not have any direct activity with the queen. I mean, my dark squares are somewhat weak, but let's say queen e3 is just not a move that it threatens nothing. e4 is even protected by the rook, which was one idea of this move. Okay, so bishop c4, yeah, I need to, this is part of my strategical agenda anyway. Yeah, knight d5. Knight d5 coming would be very nice to, yeah, to get a bishop on d5 versus the e7 bishop. This really secures something for white, a good edge. And note that the c4 bishop also covers b3. You know, so this is a very safe piece. Yeah.
Black resigns.
Yeah, I can just take it. Can just take it. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But it was an interesting game, as short as it was, but it was interesting. I think this is really a positional mistake. After that, I think white is substantially better. And one main point is that it's also much easier to play for white. I have very clear continuation, bishop c4 and possibly knight d5. It's not clear that knight d5 is helping me much, but something like that. Now we played this, so here's some other move. I don't really know what it suggests. Maybe something like that. And then queen e2 first to attack a6. And, then it's an open question. There are many possible ideas. I can increase pressure on the a pawn. The a pawn is really not that great a target. Still, I can probably win it. It's hard to defend. But on the other hand, I also have ideas on the king side, and with knight d5. Even this is not completely crazy. The thing is, once he moves the knight d5 gets really strong, and I'm not quite sure how he should defend. Let's say he just plays in this kind of fashion. Then this is in fact an idea. The computer just hates the move, but I'm not sure. And now it gets to the area where white has an edge again. Yeah, this is also, I don't really know why this should be bad. Maybe rook a1 or so is easier, but let's say he keeps this thing for the moment, and then yeah, I can even go here. Yeah, maybe he has d5, some kind of defense like that. Yeah, maybe I should prepare this a bit better, like rook g1 or something, getting this idea in and just improve the rook a bit for the upcoming operations. Yeah, it's just better for white. I mean, what can you do? Just one way to play. The other way is to simply increase pressure on the a file. Let's say he protects that, and I have the additional idea to play b4 b5 maybe. Besides the fact that it's just hanging on a6 and cannot really be protected. It's maybe the point is why I'm not so sure about taking the pawn is it might at the end lead to an exchange of rooks, and this is not really what I want, because in this position we have let's say he plays that. It's not so important. The thing is, the position for rooks is at the moment closed. The c pawn, the c file is blocked by this setup, the d file by the pawn. So rooks cannot be used for direct attack. But I have more space, and I have those ideas that might be interesting to use the rooks effectively. I can even consider to get this all the way over to the king side and expand there. He has a little counterplay in this structure. So yeah, it's a bit of a sudden end. The important thing is black really shouldn't take. What he should do is either take on e2 or play the mentioned move bishop b5, which is not bad at all. It just keeps the tension for a moment. And yeah, I don't really know what to reply. Maybe rook a5. Yeah, then he has this move to put some pressure here. Not bad at all. I was thinking he would take, actually. And then I have these ideas. Yeah, on a6, or maybe rook a5 and knight d5. What I never want to do basically is to play a knight d5. Let's say he plays a move like that. What I never want to do is play this move while it leads to this structure. This is not helpful at all. This can only be an interesting structure, this type of setup, if I have enough time to get the knight over to e4. But I'm far away from that. Here black is actually even better. He's got pressure on c2. And the thing is, I can never move the knight. It's just a stupid piece because b2 hangs. I cannot move the c pawn ever because b3 hangs. So I'm still suffering from the knight. This and some move. I must play slowly, like rook a5, rook a1, and this is maybe good for slide edge. The best seems to be really bishop b5. This is a good move. It gets also this idea into the game, which I overlooked as well. I was only remembering that bishop b5 is an idea. That's a bit tricky actually. What do I do now? I mean, I could take here and play this move, attacking here. What does he do now? Computer is very resourceful as usual with tactics. If I go knight here, there's d5. Very embarrassing. Rook takes. Oops, knight e4. So I cannot take there. So probably a queen move. And then maybe rook here. Yeah, that's not clear at all. He always has some counterplay. Even if I take here, for example. Yeah, he has these kind of ideas. b2 is hard to cover. It's all about the knight on b3, which is stupid. Yeah, this begs the question, maybe, then this is maybe not precise. Yeah, of course. Now, in retrospect, I should take. This is much better. I should take. And then maybe consider rook a4 at the right moment. Now he also cannot easily play b5. This is better. I should do that. And now maybe here. Okay, I can go here. I think this is at least somewhat better compared to the game. I'm not thinking that white is in great shape or something, but or maybe here. Yeah, tricky business. Always need to be a bit cautious with this rook, so the knight cannot move here on c3. Yeah, this is a typical complicated middle game for the Najdorf. I'm not really sure. Maybe this I don't think is so great, but I probably made some mistake. Bishop e3, but bishop g5 looks very logical. Yeah, h6 is a bit of a tempo loss, but it didn't, oops, sorry. It didn't really hurt black so much. Maybe something else here. Maybe taking and then try to somehow reroute the knight. Very tricky. Okay, thanks for watching.